Welcome, listeners. This is our third episode of Salty Goodness Podcast. I'm your co-host, Brennan Ray, and I apologize for the somber introduction. Our other host, Aaron Salty, He's not with us today. I was listening to another podcast, and apparently there was a funeral. I was unaware of his death, but there was quite a funeral on another podcast. So this episode is going to be kind of a memorial to a good man and a good podcaster. And at this point, I'd like to just take a moment of silence, if you will, out of respect. So here we go.
Hey, Brennan, what I missed? I was just taking a shit.
Whoa!
What happened?
Dude, I totally thought you were gone. You were dead.
What? Now, why would you think I died? Or why did you think I was gone? Where did I go?
Another podcast laid you to rest.
What? Did they do it with respect and?
No, it was very disrespectful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm saddened by hearing this.
Yeah, I was a little saddened myself, and I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
Did they mention about how I provided excellent content and? Or
no, they said you provided no content, and from what I gathered is they killed you themselves.
Oh,
but you're here. You're like a living ghost.
I guess I am. It's kind of strange. I've never been back from the dead before.
Well, regardless, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, I guess I'm bringing sexy back.
You're bringing something back.
It's definitely not sexy, more like that grotesque,
back.
man.
You're bringing asshole back, and
I'm
I like it.
bringing asshole back.
Well,
Yup!
This episode's going to be a lot more lively than I anticipated.
All right, yeah, I mean, I came back from the dead. I mean, I know I was gone for like a week, but I didn't know that required me dying in the process. That's pretty,
You know, I've always wondered what it'd be like to attend your own funeral.
Well, if this is what you were talking about, like that funeral, then cool. I'm glad I'm not dead, because those guys,
yeah, they're all dying. they're slowly but surely dying themselves.
Oh, I can tell.
I'm glad you got off that boat, buddy.
Oh yeah, but they think I fell off the boat and drowned. I mean, I know it's not our ratings that are dying.
No,
because I don't know. You guys made an accident, and I saw your numbers, and
unfortunately, this man knows how to use a life raft.
And I gave you guys everything, and apparently you need a lifeboat. Hell, you need to call Elon Musk to build you a new flotation device.
Well, what are those things called? Clear.
Oh, defibrillators?
Yeah, they need a few sets of those.
Yeah, my replacement they're calling Aaron because apparently. Anyways, moving on. Can't get stuck in that lifeboat with them. No.
No.
All right, so Hey, Brandon, let's re-intro this show.
Okay,
since
let's
you thought
do
I was
it.
dead.
You do it, man. You're the host.
Oh,
let's,
man.
Let's do it again.
Okay, sounds
from
good.
the top, baby. From the top.
From the top? All right.
It's that Philly bump this shit. Yeah. I'm on the east side rolling with my west side niggas. West side, west side, west side. We just trying to do it big like that best side nigga. Best side, best side, best side. And the fed looking pretty, they don't catch my nigga. I pray they don't catch my nigga. Might pull up on the corner like that's my nigga. And burn this bitch down like that's my nigga.
Welcome one and all to the Salty Goodness Podcast with class, style, and, of course, a very sad sense of life. Anyways, I'm a grumpy old shit. I'm Aaron.
And I'm a less grumpy old shit. I'm Brennan.
You're like 7 years younger than me. You should have I'm going to take over a village, rape and pillage.
I'm jaded. I'm just not quite as jaded as you, my friend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, like I said, I was gone for a little while.
A little bit. Well, was that a vacation you were on?
I wouldn't really call it a vacation, more or less a seminar on why I don't like people.
Can
Close-quartered people.
I haven't really had a chance to talk to you, so I'm intrigued.
Intrigued? You know, it's really an interesting experience because the whole time I was there, I was like, can someone just take me out of this house and let's go get some Starbucks or Dunkin'
That's how I feel
Donuts?
at work every single day.
You know what? I almost wanted to go to Waffle House.
Wow.
That's,
that must have been a bad family vacation.
It was just being in close quarters with a lot of people you haven't seen in a long, long time.
And you got to pretend. You got to pretend like you've known them forever and you're close.
And we didn't say the T word.
What's the T word?
Trump.
Oh God.
I went to Bentonville, Arkansas.
What is the I'm not a nerd. I'm sorry. I wish I was a nerd, but what's the isn't it in Harry Potter there's a guy who you're not supposed to say his name?
Oh, he who shall not be named.
Who shall not be named.
The only reason I know that is because I like to go to Universal with my season pass, because that's what cool people do.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
No, I'm kidding. I have a Disney one, but no, we're not giving away any free passes to Disney or Universal. We don't have any sponsors yet, so if you're listening...
So besides being in close quarters with people you barely know that you got to pretend you know...
well, not only that...
What else made this...
Well,
it
was being around, I haven't been to Arkansas in a number of years, and we were going up to see my grandfather, who, he's not doing so hot in his old age.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's life, and, not giving a negativity situation, It was an honest visit, and we did some exquisite fun things, like going to an art museum, where
Very classy.
I did keep it classy. Actually, they gave you this little metal thing as opposed to like an ID badge while you were in there, and it actually is still hooked to my wallet. This place is really cool. If you're ever in Bentonville, Arkansas, I know if you're ever traipsing through the United States on your way to... I
don't think I'll ever be just wandering through Arkansas, but did you wear a bow tie?
I did not. I wore a jacket.
Like a sport coat jacket?
No, it was really cold, so I wore a regular winter jacket, the green one that makes me look like I'm a Nazi supporter.
Okay.
Because it looks like I am wearing the one from...
And you're also white.
I am also white, which was a bonus for living there. People talk to me.
Yeah.
Not so much my wife, but...
That's a positive.
Yes. Well... The family was all we were all nicely kind to each other until a certain
cordial.
Point.
You were cordial.
Cordial, yes. Yeah. We were cordial with each other until we were not. And then it got
to that point.
Yeah, but it never really erupted. It was more like this silent bitterness. I'm going to go sit in this corner.
Aggressive.
Yeah, it was. We needed Post-it notes. Just to get messages away.
Oh,
the only one, however, who was actively fighting the system was my 2-year-old son, because he is now in the stages of, I'm going to hit every goddamn thing in the world.
Rock on with his bad self.
However, we have a 1-year-old in the house, and seeing how my son is 2, he wants to be the supreme leader of the mosh pit of the toys.
Dominating.
Until the 3-year-old
The
came.
future CEO.
I don't know if there was a 3-year-old or not, but there was an older one, and she was the most passive-aggressive next to the older passive-aggressivers. It was quite a... It was...
Did that make it very clear to see how, like, people brainwash their kids?
I don't know.
Could you see the correlation between parent and child?
See, I'm not that violent of a human being, and neither is my wife. She's like Mahatma Gandhi. You know, she's like...
She's a peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper, yeah, and she definitely tried to keep the peace a few times. Definitely coming from my mouth of... I don't even
What's
know.
the opposite
The
of
cesspool of evil?
What's the opposite of reason?
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm not quite sure myself.
I'm sure it has to do with Satan's booty hole, but...
Yeah. Yeah. And you got that covered.
Yeah. I've still got some of his shit around my mouth from the last rim job.
Yeah, I was going to let you know, but I figured let's let it ride.
And just let it ride. Let it get stuck up in the beard hair, in the mustache.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so, I mean, aside from the art museum and seeing the grandparents, it was just a social experiment of city versus country and people that I just don't talk to, even have their phone numbers anymore.
Did you hear any slide guitar while you were there?
I did not, although we did have the Golf Channel on. So, keeping it classy with the Golf Channel and the kids show PJ Masks was on. That is...
Don't know what that is.
I don't even want to get into it. Please. If you have children, you already know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. It was...
We'll leave it at that.
It is a surreal nightmare that you have to watch these things that your children do.
Okay.
You're like, oh man, why can't we just go to SpongeBob SquarePants? And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh my god, there's only so much SpongeBob, and then it's back to PJ Masks and dogs that talk, and... It's an educational nightmare.
So I haven't seen you in
about a week and a half.
About a week and a half. Do we have a show? Are there things to talk about today?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, we could. Yeah. Where did my list go that I'm so unprepared for? As I was ready to do like a. Well, we covered that, and apparently you've got a segment called Jail Food.
Jail Food, yeah. We can go straight to
What's
jail
going
food.
on with this jail food thing?
You know, this is an article that I've seen online multiple times, and I always find it interesting. So every time I see it, even though I've read it before, I read it again. And it's all about death row inmates' last meals. And I wrote down a couple of them, just for example.
Hold on 1 second, Brennan. I think we need some music for this. What do you think?
I'm all about music, always. Okay. Yeah. I can fuck with this. Okay. For example, John Wayne Gacy, who is convicted of rape and 33 counts of murder, opted for 12 fried shrimp, a bucket of original recipe KFC, French fries, and a pound of strawberries. That was his last meal.
John Wayne Gacy had shrimp?
Yeah.
Was he allergic to shrimp? Because that would have made the meal just so much better.
I don't have that information. I just know he got 12 fried shrimp. Not the cocktail kind. Fried shrimp.
Oh, so I got him deep fried.
Yeah.
It's like, if I'm going out...
fried shrimp.
Maybe it reminded him of children.
Fried KFC, French fries, and then I guess to keep it healthy, he rocked a pound of strawberries.
A pound.
A full pound.
John Wayne Gacy was the one who ate children, or
I don't know. I just know rape and 33 counts of murder. You know.
oh yeah. He was the one who